Welcome back to Dragonfall. We are in Furstel, about to confront Marta, I think. This seems... well, it's a yellow icon, so it seems like this is a pretty serious moment. Alright. Marta is just on the other side of this door. However this goes, we're going to have to move quickly afterward. If she dies, Harrow will know it, and I don't trust her to keep her mouth shut if she lives. So we can take the key to the shrine room, break through the ward, and confront the spirit. Are we clear on that? Crystal, let's do this. Well, no immediate confrontation. The woman in this room is lovely. Full lips contrast artfully with her fine elvish features, and a tumble of fire-red hair spills down over her shoulders. Beyond her physical beauty, there's something inherently approachable about her. She exudes an almost palpable aura of kindness and warmth. Marta, Glory's old lover. The lure that Harrow used to draw her and so many others to Furstel. She looks up with a start at the sound of your approach. Her eyes go wide at the sight of Glory. As she takes in her cyberware, her mouth falls open in horror. Glory? Yes, Marta. It's me. Glory's voice is cold. It's been a long time. It has. Marta swallows. The horrified look hasn't left her face. Glory, what have you done to yourself? What I had to. I got out, Marta. This was the only way. Oh, Glory. All at once, the horror on Marta's face is replaced with an expression of profound sorrow. I am so sorry. Marta steps forward, her arms extended to wrap Glory in a hug. All at once, something in Glory's face changes. Her skin goes from pale to pallid, and her breath becomes ragged. She takes a step back and raises her claws into a defensive posture. Her voice frosts over with cold rage. Don't you touch me. You're one of Harrow's creatures. You always were. Marta stops short. One of his creatures? Glory, what are you talking about? Keep your cool, Glory. This isn't like you. Look at me, Alice. Take a good long look. I was forced to sacrifice my own body in order to escape from this place, to hack away what made me human, and she's the one who brought me here. I don't like this answer, and I don't want to encourage her with the other. That was your choice, Glory, not mine. I never would have wanted this for you. If you were unhappy, you should have talked to me about it. We'd have found a way to make things right. Nothing could have made this right. Nothing. If you'd left me where you found me, I never would have hurt anybody. My mother would still be alive. I never would have sold my soul to that abomination that you all worship, and I wouldn't have had to sacrifice my own body to escape from it. This place took everything from me, and it all started with you. She looks genuinely hurt. Harrow and I rescued you from a life on the street. A beautiful girl, homeless, penniless, living in a gutter. I pulled you away from all of that. I saved you. There's a long pause. Glory stares into Marta's eyes, her expression unreadable. I don't feel much anymore, Marta. Most of the time I'm completely numb. But for you, I can make an exception. I hate you. I'm sorry that you feel that way, Glory. For my part, I still love you. The razors flick out of Glory's fingertips. Her lip curls into a snarl. Another lie. The last one you'll ever tell. I don't think that she's lying. Or at least she doesn't think so. She believes what she's saying. That's because it's true. I'll prove it to you. The words come stammering out of her. Her eyes are fixed on Glory's razors. Ask me anything you want. I'll show you that I'm telling the truth. I never wanted anything bad to happen to you, Glory. Not ever. She wheels to face you. Why are you listening to her? She's just telling you what you want to hear. That's her whole purpose here, remember? She's bait. Why should we listen to anything that she has to say? The cultists aren't responsible for their actions, remember? That's as true for Marta as it is for everyone else. She was here long before I was, before Harrow started using the shrine. She made her own decisions, just like I did. No excuses. She's here because she wants to be. She brought me here because she wanted to. Her choice. That might have been true then, but she's been living under the shrine's influence for a long time now. She's no more in control of herself than anyone else here is. Maybe she's being compelled to lie to us. I'll accept that. It doesn't mean we should trust her. She fidgets in agitation. We're wasting time and we need that key. If Harrow gets back here before we've dealt with that shrine, we're fucked. I don't like how this is framed because it makes it sound like we're advocating for trusting her, or that there's a binary between trusting and not trusting versus just hearing her out. You need to hear what she has to say. If you don't, this is going to gnaw at you for the rest of your life. No, I don't think so. Her frown turns into a snarl. What'll gnaw at me is knowing that this bitch is still alive, still hurting innocent kids, still too blind to see Harrow for what he really is. As you watch, the hope dies from Marta's eyes. All that you can read in her expression is pain. She swallows hard and exhales, opens her mouth to speak. Then that strange whispering noise fills the back of your skull again, and the muscles of her face relax. All right, Glory, I didn't want this, but you win. Her hands begin to glow. Let me show you what our husband has taught me since you disappeared. That didn't go as expected. I thought I was trying to pick good negotiation options, and we just ended up in combat anyway. Oh no, and we're gonna... Oh dear. Okay. We're gonna quick save, and then I'm gonna reload because I think I fucked that up. I don't like how that went. Maybe this is the only outcome. But they heavily implied that we could or should try and talk them out of this fight. I don't know if it was one choice that I made or multiple choices that were wrong. Okay, let's see. I mean, I could be more accusatory about it. I don't feel like I should have to be an advocate for Glory in order for this to go positively. Or to, you know... I don't feel like making Marta be remorseful about it is the way to go. I mean, if she's under the influence of this thing, then the dialogue to, like, guilt trip her doesn't seem like it should work. That's why I avoided it. Well, let's see what happens. Keep your cool. Maybe so, but at the end of the day, it was your decision to come here. Nobody held a gun to your head. She grinds her teeth but says nothing. Eventually she nods. You're right, of course. It was my choice. But that doesn't change what she is or what she did to me. If she hadn't found me, hadn't baited me here, none of this would have happened. None of what? I haven't done anything. Let's see, we've read this. I don't think she's lying. Knowing how the shrine is affecting her mind might help us, Glory. She fumes at you, but only for a moment. You might be right. Marta looks from you to Glory, a confused expression on her face. Her voice goes quiet. There's nothing wrong with my mind, Glory. I don't even understand what you two are talking about. Of course you don't. She fidgets in agitation. I understand your interest in learning more about this, Alice, but we're wasting time and we need that key. Blah, blah, blah. I think this is the... were these options here before? I don't think these were the options I had. I don't remember what they were instead, but... maybe I just missed what the bottom one was. And I don't know if this is actually threatening violence or if it's trying to continue to negotiate. I don't like this one because it feels disingenuous. Let's go with this one. I want to know everything we can about this place. If she wants to talk, let her. Glory stares at you for a moment, naked hostility on her face. Then the razors slide back into their housings with a click. All right, Marta, start talking. What do you want me to say? You can start by telling me how you sleep at night. You know what happens to the kids you bring here. You know what happened to me. But you're still luring them here into Harrow's clutches all these years later. So tell me, how do you live with yourself? Explain it to me. For a moment, you can see the conflict behind Marta's eyes. If cognitive dissonance had a face, it would be hers, confused, frightened, angry, at war with herself. For a moment, she struggles to speak. Then the whispering sensation that you felt outside of the compound comes back, and her face changes. The muscles of her brow relax, and she appears to be at peace. Why are you asking me this, Glory? You already know the answers. The kids here, they aren't being hurt. They're walking the path to a free and pure life, just like Harrow taught us. The shrine is whispering to her, Glory. I can feel it, too. She's blissed out on it, like you said. Marta continues, her joyful smile widening. Her voice is placid. Harrow is a great man, a prophet. True, sacrifices have to be made, but what he brings in return, it's so much love, Glory. You remember. Glory grits her teeth, but gives you a small nod. Yeah, you're right. After so many years living here, I don't know if she even knows what normal feels like anymore. She steps forward and grabs Marta by the shoulders. It's a curiously soft gesture. Marta, if what you're saying is true, if you ever really did care for me, then please, give me your key. It's important. She blinks. Key? Whatever you use to get past the wards outside of Harrow's shrine. I need it. Don't ask why, just do this for me. You owe me that much. She looks momentarily conflicted. Then the moment passes. No. Harrow said that I had to guard this. He told me that I could never take it off. I can't question one of Harrow's orders. It would be wrong. You questioned him about what he's planning on doing with those initiates back there. Was that wrong? That's different. She blinks. Then that whispering sound returns, soft and insistent, and the flicker of unease on her face is replaced with an easy smile. You wouldn't understand. Then maybe you could explain it to me. Maybe if you could answer my questions, I'd be able to see the light. She nods eagerly. Yes, please go and ask your questions. I'll explain everything, and you'll see for yourself how perfect and right our way really is, how beautiful it can be. Harrow is hurting the runaways that you bring here. You can see that, can't you? Her smile shifts into an expression of mock concern. Hurting? How so? I think all of these are probably... When Glory lived here, he had her kill a man for his Trivid player. How can that be right? Marta blinks. She looks momentarily confused, and then you see the conviction clamp down back behind her eyes. That was a long time ago, and that man wanted to hurt the commune. We did what we had to. So yes, of course we took it. Why let a perfectly good Tridio go to waste? Justify it however you like, Marta. I can't any longer. You're confused, Glory. Lost. But go on. Tell me how else Harrow is hurting us, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. He's going to make the initiates, the young initiates, like the girl in the next room, do something horrible. Her smile slowly fades. That girl, such a sweet young thing. I rescued her from a bad place, Glory. Her and the boys in that dorm as well. But they're all safe now, and isn't that what's important? Are they? You know what I'm talking about, Marta. The harvesting. The meat. The confusion washes over her face again. She begins blinking agitatedly and fidgeting. Then that unseen force clamps down again and she seems to calm. It's regrettable, but it happens for a good reason. The sacrifices keep us safe here, and safety is something that a lot of these kids have never known. The initiates have to learn how things are done here. Harrow told us so. That's what it all boils down to, doesn't it? It has to be this way because he says it does. He's a great man. He would never hurt us, whatever you say. You're taking everything out of context. You don't understand. I don't think this one is gonna work. We don't have any evidence to back this up, and that's a very subjective reading. I mean, it is objectively evil, but given the manipulation going on, but like as far as a perspective thing, it's not like a tangible argument. I've read Harrow's manifesto. Looks like he spends a long time talking about charity. She nods eagerly. Yes, of course, charity. The kind that I practice when I rescue young people from the streets. But then, in his rules of living, he says that all free thinkers are supposed to be selfish. Well, yes, but... And after that, he says that only the strong deserve to prosper. So which is it? Marta's forced smile falls. Her brow furrows, and suddenly she looks afraid. I mean, you don't understand. His message, it's what we all live by. It's what I live by. It can't be wrong. Can it? I don't think this is going to work. I think they're either blinded by it, but I'm hoping the appearance of this one just means we've convinced her enough. Give us the amulet, Marta. It's the right thing to do. You feel the whispering again. Marta shakes her head to clear away the fog. You're right. Something strange is going on here. Things don't add up. I don't know why I'd never seen it before. What is wrong with me? It isn't you. It's this place. It gets into your head. It took a lot more than this to wake me up to it. So you'll give us the amulet? No, I can't go against Harrow's wishes. He told me never to take it off, and I won't. But I will come with you. If I can help save these kids from what's happening here, that's what I have to do. This is clearly another narrative pivot point. I don't feel like picking this is a good idea. I don't know whether it will work in the first place. I don't know whether these are two completely distinct paths in the story. And I feel like it's giving me the choice to switch again, but I feel like if I do this, I'm going to have to kill her. Fuck it. That's what we're here for. In that case, let's move on to the shrine room. I'll get you through the door. I won't let any more children come to harm. Alright. Interesting. Optional, keep Marta safe. Well... Oh, now this guy has something to say. We'll find out about that in the next episode.